Because do you ever think about how much paper we're wasting, whether it's toilet paper or paper towel or all our paper plates and paper products? How about never having to use those again when it comes to cleaning, because we've got something smarter. It's the Durafiber microfiber cloths, and today you're getting a giant, in fact the biggest set that we do. It's a 50 pack and you're getting all sizes there. So you get the regular and the large. As you can see, you're not choosing a color, you're gonna get all of these colors, which is nice because maybe you want to use the green for the bathroom, you know, the blue for the kitchen. You get a 50 pack today at $21.95. I think that's less than 50 cents a towel.
It is.
And yes, you can use it just for dusting. Sure. Yes, you can use it with your favorite, you know, potion to clean. But you can also use it with just plain tap water, and they are absolutely amazing, even to clean glass.
Right.
So Luca Puto is one of our home experts here at HSN. He's gonna tell us all about it. Luke,
yes, I will.
I have bought 2 sets from you, this very set, and I love them because I just toss them in their very own bin, and I use them for everything.
Yeah, these, you can wash these up to 500 times. Just don't use any fabric sheets with them because you don't need those, okay? Just wash them without. Lamy balls are fine, P.S. Just somebody asked me that yesterday. So when you buy these, though, you're gonna get all 50. You get all the colors so you don't cross-contaminate, so you don't have to choose. Now, you're gonna get 40 of the 12 by 12s, and that's what this is. That's one of our standards right there, 12 by 12. There's 200,000 cleaning fingers on this, okay? So you're gonna get a lot of scrubbing action from this, but it's not gonna scratch anything. They're 10 times finer than silk. And then you're also going to get 10 of these guys. Look at the size of this.
Large ones.
I mean, these are absolutely massive. You're gonna get 10 of these as well, and again, in the same colors. But let me show you how these work, because you mentioned that you don't have to use any cleaners with these. Like, it's just chemical-free, just water on these. I mean, you can use cleaners, but you don't have to. So this is axle grease that's on this window right here, and this is actually the stuff that makes the wheels go around on our cars, as you can see right there, okay? It's real greasy, it's goopy. If I spray some of the blue stuff that we all use to clean our windows on here, and then I take a common paper towel, I want you to see something. Look at this. Now I'm pushing on this, and you can just see how this is just making this worse and worse and worse the more I go around, okay? Now I'm gonna take one of our Durafiber cloths with just water on it, okay? Now remember, there are 200,000 cleaning fingers on this. I want you to see the way it grabs the grease, it grabs the grime, it pushes that down. Now think about how you can use this in their house, okay? And water on this to clean, and you can use it dry to dust if you want to. But I just want you to see, God, look at that. It's already dry. There's all the grease right there. Now, we're not gonna throw this out, Leslie. We're gonna wash it 200,000 times, 200,000 times, 500 times. But guess what? We're not buying this. And we don't have to buy that. You just need this and water.
You know, and it's a big trend right now, right? Everybody's trying to get the chemicals, or as many as possible, right? We're not gonna ever get to chemical free, but as many as possible. And also, if it hurts you to throw away paper towel, if you're the person that's saving one and trying to reuse it over and over again, this is your answer. And for dusting, just dusting,
it's amazing.
They're my favorite thing ever, especially for my electronics and TVs and stuff.
Do you have microfiber furniture in your house?
I don't.
All right, so we have a microfiber couch, all right? And I have 2 small white dogs, okay? The combination of their fur and microfiber is horrible.
It's like a magnet, right?
Yeah, you can't get it off with anything except these dry will absolutely get the dog fur off.
So you use it almost like a lint brush?
Yeah,
like you just roll it on?
Just kind of, and it's amazing how it works. Now, look at this here. This cabinet, okay, is from a kitchen. And obviously, you know, if you cook a lot of grease, if you cook bacon, you know, fried fish, anything like that, that grease has got to go somewhere. And you can see, that's not coming off. I'm going to take a Durafiber cloth with just water. Ordinarily, you wouldn't use water on a wooden cabinet because they are kind of expensive and wood doesn't like water necessarily. But because we use so little water, these are just tacky wet. They're not soaking wet. Look at the way
you just made
this
it damp.
is getting off of there. Yeah, look at that, just damp. I mean, like if I take it and I squeeze it, nothing comes out of this because it's just, you know, damp to the touch, but it's enough to, look at that, to grab that grease and pull it right off of there. Look at that, that's absolutely gorgeous. So you're not gonna damage your cabinets. You were talking about electronics, okay? These are amazing for electronics, okay? Like for your tablets, your
anything
computers.
Scratching those screens,
no, and I can take this and I can wipe this down. And again, water and electronics, not a great thing. However, because we use so little water on here, I can go right over this and it gets all the fingerprints off of there.
I'm giggling right now because just today I noticed crayon marks on the wall. Now my oldest kid, which is why we wanted more kids, he never ever took a crayon to the wall. So we said, hey, let's have more kids. And we had 2 more. And you know what? I'm finding crayon marks under the table. I'm finding them on the floor, Luca Puto.
It's more fun that way. It's It's way more fun. But I want you to see just how I can get that crayon off of there. Any painted surface off your tiles, your marble, your granite, God forbid they go and hit that. Look at how easily that comes off of there. Ordinarily, you'd have to steam that off there or use an abrasive, but the Durafiber gets it off. I had somebody come to me before the show. Haley actually came to me earlier, and she was looking at this, and she was like, you know what drives me crazy? Mirrors that look like this.
And fingerprints on mirrors, right?
I'm telling you.
And remember, you don't even have to use the chemicals or the blue stuff,
No,
right?
you don't. Watch this. This is just a Durafiber cloth with just water on it. I want you to see something. Watch how I can just take that, drag it down, that center section of the mirror.
Just
now,
water.
Look at, where are you guys? Hi, look how great I look. I mean, the mirror looks. Look at that right there, and you can see. But at one pass, it's gonna be streak-free, it's gonna be lint-free. I don't have to go over it again.
Yeah, and I have a little hamper in by the kitchen area, and I just use my little reusable, that's where I toss them. And so on laundry day, I do a separate load with because I bought 2 packs of these. This is a 50 pack. You don't have to choose the color. You're getting 10 of the 23 by 16 and a half, and then 40 of the big 11 and a half by 11 and a half, okay? So a big configuration. It's the biggest one we do, Lou, and at the lowest price.
It is, and look at what I just did here. This pot was just burnt on the bottom. Now, if you have soft metals, okay, like brass, copper, anything like that, this Durafiber cloth, you could hear it abrading, you could hear it scrubbing, but it's not scratching. And that's the big difference. And again, we're not gonna throw this away. We're gonna wash it 200,000 times. 200,000, why do I keep saying that?
Why are
500 times, I don't know.
I'm gonna go play the lotto. Maybe I'm gonna win $200,000 today. Here's the thing, you know, you're not walking around with a basket of chemicals. You could walk around with a little sprayer of water if you want.
That's it. Well, look what I'm doing here. This is a wine glass. Maybe your dishwasher's not working the way it used to, or maybe you don't drink enough wine. But I want you to see the difference right here. You can see the line where I just cleaned that. If company's coming over and you're gonna put out a glass that looks like the bottom here, you got a problem, okay? You wanna make it clean, but you can't spend the time. Guess what? One pass, this is gonna dry lint-free and streak-free, and look how great that looks, just like that.
And I love that you guys brought it to us in the separate colors, because maybe you know that the orange is just gonna be bathroom, you know, the blue is just gonna be kitchen, the beige are just for the dogs, right?
Right, exactly. Well, and we don't want you to cross-contaminate, and that's the thing. You know, you wanna keep those separated like you were saying. Now, what I'm doing here is stainless steel, and I want you to see this because this can be a nightmare for folks. We have all stainless steel appliances, and the only thing we use to clean them is the Durafiber. And you know what? We don't get the fingerprints on there. It gets everything off of there without scratching it, and look at how gorgeous that looks. And again, you're not buying a special cleaner to do it. Same thing with a stove. I have a glass top stove, a big one, and here's the problem. Anytime you spill something, you burn something on there, you know, basically you gotta clean it every night.
And you better be careful with what you use to clean it,
oh my
right,
God.
Lou?
You look at it the wrong way, it scratches. I want you to see though, how I can get this, and this is burnt on here. We burned this on here before the show.
Just water,
and you can just see, this is just water on here. And watch, if I give that a nice wipe on this side, look how gorgeous that is. I mean, we didn't scratch it. We did it really quickly. Now, I use mine for everything, and I'm talking about from inside to outside.
Me too.
Look at the hubcap right here. To get the brake dust off of there, to get into those little nooks and crannies that are really hard. Watch this. I can get in here, and I can start rubbing on this. And again, you can hear it abrading on this. You hear that? But it's not scratching it. And that's the amazing thing about this. It's not gonna scratch that as I'm going back and forth. It gets that dirt off, it gets the mud off. Look at that. So,
and Lou, because they're getting 5 colors too.
They are getting 5 colors.
because you'd never take this one and start cleaning the kitchen with it.
You know what's funny though? That this color is the color that I use on my cars, just because Kelly doesn't want to use this inside. So, because it's that orange. But look at that, how I got that off of there. Now, I'll show you one more thing, and it's even more impressive. And this is for the big cloths. I am really, really picky about how our cars look, okay? And I don't want swirl marks.
You want to come over to my house?
Huh?
You want to come over to my house? I need some help, big time.
Oh my goodness. Well, you got to get some of these. You have 2 sets.
I have them.
You have 2 sets.
I just got to put those little ones to work. Is what I need to do.
I use them to wash my car. You should put the kids to work. I use them to wash my car. I use it to wax the car. And the reason is I don't want swirl marks on my finish. I don't want it to look like it's scratched. You know what I mean? So now if I take a dry one, you saw me just use water on there. I want you to see this. By the way, these are great for getting pollen off. They're great to use on the windshield.
Can I tell you another great thing? I use them to remove makeup.
Oh, you know what? I'm glad you said that. Come on back over here.
And gentle, you guys. They won't scratch your glass stovetop, and they're not going to scratch your face. Look at,
I'll show
yes,
you.
Lou wears
Look at
makeup.
that.
He absolutely does.
You don't though, come here.
No,
No,
I will smack you. This is basically 43 cents a towel. And so save money on your paper towel and start using these. They're reusable, rewashable, better for you, better for the environment. It's 521-305. Thank you, Lou Caputo.
You're very welcome.
Oh, now you're not as handsome as you were before.
Don't look at him, hideous. Stop.
I'm kidding. Thank you, Lou. Hey, we're not only gonna clean all your